Dog, what are we doing?
Suspension.
Why?
Gonna go fast.
Wait. I thought that was a project we're working on right now. 72 fast. What's that one?
That's another venture.
Whose idea was this?
I don't know.
All right, guys, this is the Dyno truck. As everyone knows, it's pretty much 100% stock. All we've done is just put a 4-inch exhaust on it just recently. Besides that, that it's 100% stock with an intake, basically. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be lowering it about 2 inches in the front and about probably 4 to 6 in the rear, depending on how low the front sits. We're going to be doing a whole front end makeover, mirrors, a hood, different tailgate, I believe, tail lights. Then we have to put a fully built PKP MotorSports Stage 3 in there, engine, and then also a full billet 5R trans built by us that we're going to do as well. All the brakes all the way around, U-joints for the front for 4-wheel drive. And then I guess that's really it, pretty much. Oh, I guess a fast.
Can't forget that.
Yeah, so quite a few things to do, and we have to, today is, what day is today? Friday night?
Yeah, it's Friday.
Friday night right now, and this has to be done by, on a trailer leaving Thursday morning next week, so. Way too much work. We're dumb, but we're gonna see if we can make this work. So right now we're gonna get ready to throw the lower springs in it that we painted body color. So we're gonna start tearing the front apart and get that rolling. Okay, we got the coil springs in the front, everything all tightened back up. It lowered it down about 1 inch. Not as much as we wanted, but this is already a 250, so it didn't lower it as much. If it was a 350, it would have been the 2 inches like it did on the Burgundy truck, because these coil springs were in there. Later on in the events, we will probably pull those out and cut a coil out of them, maybe get a couple more inches lower. We would like to. We got a little bit of space left to do that, but it definitely looks a little bit better. It's raked pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and get the back ready to get the block taken out of it and get it level in the rear too. So we're gonna do that now. I'm gonna give you guys a small update because we're doing a lot in a very short period of time. Bert's been in here killing it on the paint work. We've got the cowl hood that he's been doing a bunch of body work on. It's painted. All this stuff still needs clear, but it's ready to be cleared. We got the cowls in front of the windshield behind the hood. We've got a Harley grill going all white. We've got some windshield wiper arms, and we've got our 2 door handles. The reason those don't have handles hanging up in here is because they're platinum handles. So I think love the way that looks. It'll have a platinum tailgate handle on as well. So we get all this stuff cleared, and then we'll get it busted on the truck and go from there. It's a quick update for you guys. So a lot's been going on. We're doing the kind of front end make look way better than work truck front end, getting rid of all this stuff. Different headlights, gonna put the actual headlights in here. Harley grill, fully paint match bumper. Just a few little things for now. A cowl hood that's gonna go on it, you guys seen already. The truck is lowered, reverse leveled now. It went an inch lower in the front than factory springs with those coils we put in it. So it sits pretty decent. I'd like it to be lower, but we don't have time, so we'll figure that out later to get it lower front and rear. And we also took the block out of the rear too. So right now we're getting ready to take the hood off, all this stuff, and put the other stuff on it, and then pull the cab to start swapping the built engine in it and the built transmission in it, and go from there. So yeah, this is it. Basically reverse leveled, looks pretty good. We do have a different bumper for it, a different tailgate and different taillights as well. And then we have a turn up for when we get to the track, but we're gonna leave it like that for the power driven deal first. That way we don't put it up in the air inside their shop. So that's where we're at. And then Doggy Roo, Mr. Dog over there, that one right there. He installed the FAS. So the FAS is done and on it, the truck's running. It's up in there. Oh yeah. We did a no drop kit. So we got the sump in the bottom, billet sump. So let's get this thing pulled apart. Oh, and we have other mirrors for it too. Okay, we're gonna get ripping on tearing this cab off. We got the hood off of it because we're gonna put the cowl hood on it, the painted cowl, the wipers, all the front end updated stuff's gonna go on. So right now we're getting ready to pull the cab. Cab bolts out, gonna get everything tore down, get it lifted up and swap the engine and tranny out, and then go from there. So enjoy the time lapse. We didn't give this an update video. This is an update from last night where we stopped, motor and everything out. The parts we needed off of it are stripped down. We're leaving that the way it is because that's still going to be the test motor for a different truck for the dyno. My buddy Griffin polished it, so the truck looks really good. Bed's all polished. Everything looks clean. Looks awesome. Gotta get the door handles in it, the mirrors on it. And then we're getting the new motor put together right over there right now, and we'll show you guys when we get it put in. All right, Griffin's over there being super helpful. Looking good. We've got the motor here. We're getting ready to throw lifters in it. We'll get these other ones out. Lifters, cam, then we'll throw the new heads on from Paul DDPM. These are 20 over deliped and flycut and coated DDPM pistons. So basically everything inside of this motor is going to be from Paul DDPM. Shout out to him. He helps us out tremendously on the channel with all of our trucks, and he has super high quality parts. So if you need any parts, hit him up. Dude, just hold it there, dude.
What are you doing?
Dude, I'm lubing up the cam, dude.
Why do you keep going back towards me? finish the process of going.
I'm trying, dude.
You got that in because I don't want to get quit.
I'm literally stroking you right now, dude.
All right, we're throwing our stage 2 DDPM cam in here. 6064. Bert TIG welded it. Looks wonderful. Get this thing slid in here very carefully and gently. Later, D-Body.
Later.
Thanks for coming back.
You might not like it, but this is what the peak male athletic form looks like.
God, you look good, dude. I mean, all that working out worked out for you a lot. Where? Dude, I only work out at night. Well, that's for less. She's not even breathing hard. She's like, when are we gonna do this? She's like, come on, it's done.
A little bit more. Right there, come on. Hold on. There, nope, off one. There, still off one. Oh, look at that, money. Oh no. Get that. All right, cam installed. We get some bolts put in it, some Loctite on them. And then we'll throw in the HDX lifters from Paul Dynamic Diesel Performance Machine. Some billet push rods, and then this heads.
What lifters are those, Dad? HDX?
These are the ones that we always just buy, the standard ones?
No.
Oh,
These are the bad boys.
These are like fucking top shit, huh?
Yep. Get the fuck out of here! The hell's your problem? God damn it! Fuck!
This is the thing that watch your fucking language.
Can you put the rear thing in?
I need to have one more deal that I need to do here. Are these comparable to like the fucking little Johnson ones or something? Better.
Other one. A little bit more. Don't break the bolts.
Probably way to make torque bolts for this.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Andre, you know what the rear main seal installer looks like?
No, I've never installed one before. Yeah, where's it at?
It's over in that cabinet on the right hand side.
Want to put this in before the rear cover or?
Right now.
Okay, just curious. Maybe we a couple times have forgot that.
And put the rear cover on. Right, Bert?
Yep.
It's just a couple times. Maybe like 4 times.
I just want to let you guys know I'm waiting on her.
There we go. Just waiting on you.
Any day now, Junior.
I think the C's starting to part up there.
This is seen underneath of a lot of covers. Just saying.
Is that like a colony up there? It's like a little cul-de-sac.
It's bleeding through, like right here. It's almost like a. It's almost like a Y.
Fuck, by the time you're done, I have to put new silicone on it, dude.
Fucking threw the whole fucking gasket away.
Stop, you son of a bitch. Can I get a rubber mallet? That was the bag of bolts that I got back from Dog, and obviously he didn't give them all back. I'm about to strip the thread down.
No, I didn't, dude. No.
Normally, Dog, normally, when you got an engine on a stand and you strip a bolt, you fix it, then you don't put it in the truck.
That's not what fucking happened.
Exactly. Yeah, watch your freaking language. Preventing.
What do you want me to say? He's antagonizing me.
Hey, there's a hoist right there, buddy. I got it. Okay. Hey, what it? Oh, is that your truck? Yep. What's it doing there? It's just in there.
You're getting ready to dyno it, or?
Been for that every couple months we put a motor in it. Yep. Fuck oil changes, just put a motor in. Yeah, I feel that. You know? Hey, the third motor or second motor, I can't remember which one. I think it was the second one. Made 230 miles.
Hey,
before it blew up.
400.
There's a little bit further than that. And that guy blew up 2 engines on the way home that night. I've never heard of it before. That guy driving that home, old Trevor, he blew his up, and he pulled her off the side of the road, hooked it up with my truck, and towed mine in there. An hour before he got home, he blew that one up. Dude, he had 2 motors gone in one night. That's pretty good. That's tough.
That's some shitty luck.
That's tough, dude. I'm just saying. It's obviously the way the guy drives. Has to be. I mean, yep. Has to be the way he's driving.
It's not the truck at all.
Oh, no. This thing's been great. The next motor went, I mean, it went almost 8,000, 9,000 miles. So we're getting up there, dude. The next one I get on, I get 12, 14,000 out of it. Shit, I get almost a year.
You go about 2 oil changes a motor or something?
No, I just don't know how long, many times you can take bolts in and out of the same spot before they wear out. These are almost worn out.
That's a tough deal.
Where's the starter? In the bourbon truck, I think, yeah. One daddy, you can come in. Daddy, yep, I got it. Not even my kid, but I raised him like he was. My wife's son. It's an alleged father. There's never been any proof. I'm not going for it until there's proof.
So if you do get a DNA test and it's solid that he's your son.
Oh, I'm 100% sure it's not.
So if it is your son, are you gonna finally accept him? Or?
I think I'll fight it. Maybe they test me wrong.
You're gonna fight it?
No way it could be true.
Who do you think it is?
I don't know. Obviously a big son of a bitch, though.
Could have been your dad?
No, my dad's a little guy
He's a little on or something, bitch.
too. He is honored. That could be a learned behavior.
Oh, it's definitely. Not the best. These will grab a decent metro box. Maybe 16, 20. Instead of 1 and 6.
Now, we gotta get everything lined up, so let's get those. What? I said, let's move this back a few feet. Yeah.
probably in park.
Keep it up high. I don't want to see my left handles.
You put block screen there.
There you go. Zoom in on the face. The eyes. No, it's the only thing I got going for is my eyes.
Okay. Sure. Sorry. Off a little bit.
No, we.
Other way. Okay, back just a hair. Right. A little bit more. A little bit more. No, other way. Keep going. Okay, right there. Okay, the engine needs to pop up. The stud's like fucking, it just needs to rise up. You can get the engine to pop up. Oh, right there, now come in. There you go. We in? Yeah, dude, don't be fucking. All right, guys, this is probably where we're gonna end for the night. Heads, everything's torqued on, obviously. All the injectors are in. Shout out to Holders for sending me those out. 205/75 premiums. All the 625s and everything are torqued down. We got Thumper 2 in there. Warren ICP and IPR sensors. We have to put the oil cooler in it, rebuild it, put it in there. Valve covers, intake, all that stuff. We'll be going over all that tomorrow. But for now, this is where we're gonna stop tonight. Brooke got the whole front cover and everything on. So we're getting close. Built trans is in. PKP Motorsports. This is a stage unlimited, basically, as far as it goes. This is the test run for it to go in the 72 fast truck. Make sure everything's good to go. But that's where we're at for the end of the night. All right, we didn't get any video here for a minute. Bert's been banging out. D just showed up. He banged out last night. You guys saw that. So we got this thing pretty much about ready to drop the cab. We still got to put the fan on it. Oil filter and a couple things, but there's your power-driven diesel 68mm VGT. Of course, we always go with the best. These are Larry from SoCal Billets Race VGT up pipes. These are the unwrapped ones you get to choose. Normally I get them wrapped. This is what he had on the shelf. I needed him in a pinch, so he shipped them out to me. Of course, shout out to him. Thanks for sending those out. We've got a prototype exhaust we're testing here with the company. What we won't say yet. We're working on that, but we got our regulator return installed, our up pipes. Obviously, you guys saw our Thumper 2, our Warren ICP IPR, our 68mm turbo, our 205/75 holders are in here, and our fully built PKP Motorsports unlimited motor or engine, as most would say, with all DDPM parts inside and some Wagler connecting rods. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing thrown together, get the cab down, and you guys can follow along. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna call it a night. The truck is on a different rack. It runs and moves. We have not driven it yet, but built full of training fluid, full engine oil. It starts up, runs smooth, no misfires, and it moves forward and back. That's a win for tonight. Tomorrow we'll address the rest of the appearance, get everything else dialed, and then test drive it and work the bugs out as much as we can until we leave Thursday morning. So, see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, we are getting ready to throw all this stuff together. We're about ready to warm the truck up. Just waiting on a few clamps. I'm gonna throw the headlights, the grill, all that stuff in it. I don't have the bumper done yet. Then we can throw the mirrors and handles and everything on it. So we're gonna time lapse for you guys. We're on the first test drive, no hood. Everything's going good so far. We'll see you in a sec back at the shop. A little clip rolling out. Remember, this thing's got a spool in the back of it now, so it's a bit, oof, look at all the smoke burning everything off. It's a bit tough to turn because it wants to bite both tires. It's like having a welded diff. All right, we haven't shown you guys. Obviously, we got some stuff on here. We'll show you that in a minute. Bert's banging out the axle U-joints right now. Shout out to that old guy right there. We got his nice patch up there on top of his head. He's been killing it, working his butt off at 55 years old. But yeah, you can see that this guy is no more. A little bit messed up there. So we're gonna change those out and get them thrown back in. And Trevor's over there too, big boobies. So get this thing going. We're loading up the old, most reliable power stroke ever made. The old 6.4 power stroke. Gooseneck, and then we've got the Arizona truck. It's the Dyno truck. It's got a newly makeover. Trevor's loading up right now. We're getting ready to head out. We're gonna head to Boise tonight. And then tomorrow we'll go from Boise all the way to Cedar City, Utah, where we will be meeting the power driven guys to test out this new 68mm turbo that they sent us out that we've got on this truck with a partial sponsorship, baby. We're excited to see what it does. We've drove it around a bit. It rips. It's super fast. It lights really hard. I mean, I'm already impressed. So can't wait to see what it does in the dyno and get some more testing in person and show them how amazing this product is. So we are getting on the road right now. I'll keep you guys up to date. We just did, in 4 or 5 days total, we just did a complete makeover on this truck. Rear bumpers painted, newer tailgate, tail lights, painted mirrors, door handles, emblems, hood, cowl up top, windshield wipers, the whole front end. Coil springs loaded down a little bit, did a reverse level, took the blocks out of the back. We did one of our Stage Unlimited engines in here. It's got all DDPM, right there, my guy, Paul. It's got all DDPM internals in it. It's got his 20 over deliped and flycut coated pistons. We've got all of bearings from him. We've got Wagler connecting rods in there. We've got all of his HDX lifters, his billet chromoly push rods, his replacement cylinder heads. Then we did 625+ studs in it. It's got main studs as well in the bottom. So it should be pretty rowdy. It's got a Thumper 2, Warren ICP IPR, and 6.4 EBPM map. So it should be a pretty fun ripper. It absolutely hauls ass so far, so we're excited. But that's what we just did in the last 5 days before we're getting ready to head out and go see our guys. Also, shout out to my boy Larry over at SoCal Billet. We've got his charge pipes on the truck, his one-piece amazing up pipes that fit perfect every time you put them on with the amazing bottom billet flanges. I'll pop some pictures up in here of those when we installed them on the truck. I also have his hot and cold charge pipe on this truck too to make sure we can hold all that boost in. And we paired that with a CSF intercooler. So that's what we got running for now. We're go ahead and get this thing loaded up. As you can see on this side, one of our other sponsors. You can't see it that well, but right behind the tire is Holder's Diesel. Shout out to those guys. We got their 205/75s in here. Premium, super excited to rip these on the dyno, see what she makes, and give everyone the feedback on how this setup rolls. Oh, also it has a Stage Unlimited full billet 5R we built here in-house. So yeah, should be pretty fun. We'll hit you guys up when we're on the road. All right, we made a stop in Yakima. Got some Miners burgers. We're gonna hit the road again. Hopefully see you guys when we are in Idaho for the stop tonight. Oof, look at that titties. Big old titties. Fucking piece of shit. You motherfucker. Bullshit. Must have to have the key on.
You don't happen to have a knife on you, do you?
You know what the sad part is? Is I'm flying home, so I left it at my house. Why do you not have a knife on you?
Because I left it at home.
Dealing with 6.4 problems. The EBP is not happy. She may have came apart.
We got this.
We're fixing it.
Well, we're rednecking it.
We're rednecking it. So we'll be back with you shortly. Herbie and Booby's out. Currently robbing parts from the 6 liter with a 6.4. EBP stuff, you know? Hey, at least this one's cold. It's not hot. Shut up. She's nice and cold. Oof, look at that. PDD 68, some SoCal pipes, Holder's injectors, DDPM engine parts. Woo! Best there is.
Such a dig.
Right, situation's been handled. We stole some wiring from that EBP and the connector pin, and we put it in, spliced into this one. Now the EBP's back on board and we're ready to rip, baby. 6.4 stuff and things. Just having a nice drive. Totally see everything that we're doing here. Or maybe we can't barely see right in front of us at all.
Full fucking send.
This is wonderful. All right, guys, let's have a little recap. We made it to Trevor's house last night at about 2:30. We fought some more EBP sensor problems on the old 6.4. The sensor is not the issue. It was literally just the wires that we had already fixed, redneck fixed. Did not work. Another one broke. So basically we just ended up limping it home. Made it here super late. And then today we are going to run to his shop, Boise Emergency Vehicle Repair, or Side Piece Motorsports here in Boise, Idaho. We're going to get the CTS and everything hooked up in the old 6.0, get all that dialed in, and then we got to put the EBP back on it and a pigtail because we stole it from that truck, and then we got to put a pigtail on this one, and then realistically we should be good to go from there, hopefully. So. Then we'll head on our way out to Utah, Cedar City, where Power Driven is. So that's kind of our small update for this morning. We'll get back to you when we get down to the shop and get some of this stuff rolling. As we're headed out, we got the EBP sensor fixed on this, fixed on that one. Saw the old 6.7, and we're getting ready to rip to Utah. We made it. It's currently 2:30 in the morning. We're here, Cedar City, Utah. We're gonna go get some sleep and get this thing ripping tomorrow and see what she'll do. See y'all in the morning. All right, guys, it is the day of dyno testing. We're getting ready to fire this thing up, get you a little cold start, and then we're gonna let it warm up and then head on our way over to Power Driven. Left field bowl, baby. Cool. high idle action going. She's getting warm. Oh yeah. Listen to that girl scream. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and explain everything that's done in this truck before we head over to PDD, power-driven diesel. This is my 2006 F250 6-liter Power Stroke. It's a single cab long bed, 4-wheel drive. In just a matter of 5 days, we did everything I'm about to tell you. It was bone stock 5 days ago. So we did 4,000-pound coil springs in the front, so they're a lot softer ride. They lower the truck down about an inch below stock compared to those factory springs. We removed the block in the rear, got rid of it to reverse level it as well. And then obviously, as you can see, we did a whole bunch of paint match stuff. We did some new Alpha X headlights, tail lights, paint match mirrors, emblems, cowl, hood, and everything. Let's get to the stuff you guys care about. So this has a fully built, we call it a stage 3 unlimited long block from us, in-house built. It's got ARP main studs, 625 head studs, Wagler connecting rods. We've got DDPM dynamic diesel performance machine. We got his heads on here. We've got his stage 2 cam in here. We've got his billet push rods in here. His HDX lifters to deal with all the high revving we're going to be doing with this thing. And then we've also got his deliped and flycut 20 over pistons as well that are coated. Then we've got Larry from SoCal billet as far as the charge pipes go to be able to hold that boost, which is awesome. These things are like, not only do they function well, but they look really good. We've got PDD's Power Driven Diesel's new 68mm VGT turbo in there in the valley. So far we love it. It absolutely rips. We're super excited to see what it makes on the dyno today. We've got a regulator return, and then we have a in-house built full billet 5R110 transmission. Not that this setup needs it, but we're testing it for the 72 fast truck that we're going to be using it for as well. We've got some 205 75 holders premiums in here. Shout out to those guys for sponsoring me as well. Yeah, I mean that's about the gist of it, right? I mean, there's not really much more to it. So that's what's done. It's a really rowdy, fun truck. So we're gonna see what she puts down on the dyno. So just giving you guys an overview so you know where we're starting and what the mods are on this truck. So we'll see you guys on the dyno.
MotorSports, all the way from Washington State. He's built this sweet 2006 Ford 6-liter race truck. We're putting on the dyno today. It's going to be awesome.
One of the things we're going to have to kind of dial in before this race, because it is two-wheel drive and it comes on so hard that it just blows the tires off. So we're going to have to figure that out for sure. It runs.
Yeah, it would have been.
On the right-ish. Right-ish. Right on.
Yeah. Does that make sense why you put diamond plate everywhere then?
I mean, I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it hasn't messed
It worked out, yeah.
Especially, I mean, we literally bought this truck after we got the dyno as the dyno test truck to do all the setup stuff with. So, and I put an oil pan on it for every component and it's done. So, it's got a bung there and then every whole plug.
657.
We're good.
Hey. Don't like timing. I've always thought that was weird. I mean, I've never done it. It shows it does like timing. And again, we have verified that indeed they do like timing.
Yep.
We went from 620-ish horsepower to 657. So we're almost 30 horsepower. We're over 30 horsepower up.
This is the most recent run, 662, 1238. I think they're gonna load it a little bit harder and we're gonna see what she does. That's not bad though, the thing runs good.
Peaked our power, peaked our main position. We ended up with 662 horsepower, 1,238 foot-pounds of torque. So our best for the day. Now we have the power. We're gonna start doing some like dyno simulated quarter-mile passes. Or could you 8th mile on this truck? Maybe 8th mile passes. Because that's what you're actually running is 8th mile. So we'll start doing some runs here and see how this thing does in the actual track.
That was awesome. That whole truck full of guys. It's been a packed day. We just finished out doing all the testing and everything on this. We're gonna throw Chase's truck on the dyno now and see what it makes. But then we'll run through all that stuff here in a little bit on how we did with the white one. Not bad. All right, guys, this is pretty much our last stop before we'll be back to Trevor's shop in Boise, Idaho, and then I'm gonna be flying back out tomorrow morning. So we'll catch up with you guys and get a full recap of this weekend and everything that happened and how it went and the behind the scenes stuff once we get back to my place in Washington. So we'll see you guys then. What's up, guys? This is the end of the power-driven diesel dyno weekend. And basically we decided to make everything one video, so if some things kind of sound like that, that's why. This is our outro, basically going to do a conclusion of the weekend and everything we went through and stuff we changed and messed with. As far as the actual dyno numbers go, our first hit on the dyno with the initial tune file with, I think it was like a 2100 microsecond pulse tune. We did like 620, 621, something like that. And these numbers are verbatim, so they're guesses or stuff that I remember. I don't have exact pictures or videos of every single run. Power Driven's video might, I'm not positive, but I just remember certain numbers. So the very first run, it ran super duper clean. Not much smoke at all. It ran 621 horsepower, if I remember correctly. I think that was with, I don't remember exactly, a certain amount of timing. And I'm not the tuner, I don't tune. My tuner normally handles all that stuff for me. Chase was helping me out just for this occasion because he was close. We had some things go south, so we had him come out and help us. So basically, it was 621 horsepower the first run. So the next thing we did was go through the log and look and basically see what the data log said on it. And come to find out there was basically a fuel limiter in the FICM. With that certain strategy or something like that. So basically it was limiting the fuel to 1800 microseconds instead of the 2100 we commanded at the top of the RPM band. So the second run we did, we went ahead and got rid of that limiter. I think we gained like 5 horsepower. I think we went to 626 on that run, but it was giving us the full 2100 microseconds now. So from here on out, we then, I can't remember if we added timing right away or we played with vane position. It was kind of an in-between on doing some timing changes and doing some vane position changes. But I do remember we went from 626. We did a couple multiple runs. I don't remember exactly what those in-between runs were. I think one was like 636 or something like that, or 633. And then we added some more timing. And then we went up to 657, I believe was our number. And then added a little bit more timing when we did 662, or 657 was all the timing we added. We added 2 more degrees. It didn't like it, so we went back down to 2 degrees where we made the 657, and then from there we adjusted the vane position and got the vanes a little bit more open at wide open throttle to give us a little bit more power. So we ended up at 662 and 1238 foot-pounds of torque. As far as PDD's turbo goes, so far I love it. It lights really well. I'm excited to compare it directly to a lot of other turbo companies that I like to use, like Turbo Time Performance. I love their 65mm. We have one here that they sent us out that we're going to test with, also with that one. And then I've got a 68mm Barter. The Turbo Time's a 65, but it's made similar horsepower that we made here with the same injector. So I've got a Barter we're putting on Trevor's truck for the race in Arizona as well, so we're going to test those side by side. So it'll be pretty cool to see it, but in comparison, the PDD lights really fast. One of the faster ones I've ever driven, and it comes on really hard. So super impressed with the turbo so far. Like I said, I don't have a bunch of drive time with it. As you guys saw in this video, we built the truck like legitimately in like 4 days. We had like 5 or 6 days total of like actually working on it. But the first 2 days were like kind of gathering stuff, throwing the spool in the back. And then the last like 3 or 4 days, we basically pulled the cab on Sunday, and then we pretty much had it running. I drove it home Wednesday night. So pulled the cab Sunday midday, and then I drove it home Wednesday night. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, basically 4 days. Remember, these are all like we run a business like Monday through Friday night, or 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So this is all after 5 p.m. and then like on the weekend was a full day. So we didn't actually get like full days. We were just like busting ass at nighttime. So huge shout out to my dad. I literally couldn't do any of this without him. He makes all this possible. Huge shout out to Paul from Dynamic Diesel Performance and Machine for sending us the heads and the cam and the push rods and lifters. I can't state how much I appreciate that guy. He does so much for me and helps out so much. Him, my dad, and Larry from SoCal Billet. Larry sent us out a hot pipe and the up pipes as well. I mean, Larry's just, those three guys are like my core main three guys that I literally couldn't do what I do without those guys. So also I really appreciate DeAndre for showing up for us and helping us get that motor in. As you guys saw us banging out 2 nights in a row. Without him, we would have had to be here way, way later every single night to achieve what we achieved with him here, for him helping out. So I really appreciate that. Dog helped me get the fast on it a couple days prior to that, so that was awesome. Dalton kind of blipped in a little bit for about 30 to 40 minutes to help pull the cab a little bit, and then he bounced out. Still appreciate his help. I know you're watching this, so suck it because you're a son of a bitch. Gabe didn't come help at all, so thanks, Gabe. He's sitting here while helping me get the microphone stuff going, but he didn't help at all, so that was great help from him. But no, it was a great weekend in all. I'm super excited to do the racetrack stuff. We did some testing, like some takeoffs and launches in two-wheel drive at PDD. The ground was super, super dirty. The pavement was, and dusty and sandy, whatever you want to call it. So kind of hard to tell, but at the same time, the truck just makes so much power for this two-wheel drive race thing that the NHRDA and Matt Story and Charlie are putting on. So we're going to see. We're probably going to have to mess a lot with tire pressure, go a lot lower than we want to try to get to hook a little bit. But we'll see. We tried some stuff out that we didn't really end up liking. Like, I mean, I'm not here to hide anything. I could care less. Everyone's going to figure it out. So we tried second gear starts. We tuned it to start from second gear from a stop. I absolutely hated it. It felt worse because it came out of the hole really slow, and then it literally just lit the tires off when the turbo came up. So I think that actually hurt us trying that, because then it literally just lights the tires off instead of it just being like spicy out of the hole, but you can drive it, like you control it with your foot instead of it just being like nothing and then all of it. So I think that we're going to end up starting in first gear. I think we're going to play with like fuel quantities, maybe not to give it all the power right away, but I don't know. I think it's going to end up just being a driving game, honestly. I think we're just going to have to put all the power in it and drive it out of the hole and then just nail it when we get out far enough to get traction, hope it hooks, and we beat the guy next to us, because this race is a pretty weird deal on how everything's going to end up being. So, but overall, the weekend was great. I really appreciate all the guys at PDD, Meyer, Will, and Todd, and then their camera guy. We had a freaking blast. It was so much fun. You just wish you could recreate every Saturday to be doing testing and fun stuff like that. So huge shout out to Chase for helping us out. I really appreciate that, getting the numbers dialed and everything. And then I want to give one massive, ginormous shout out to my guy Trevor. He is from Boise, Idaho. He was one you saw in all the videos that I scared him with the train horn plenty of times. But this, again, another person. I guess in total it's 4 guys that make all this possible. So I just can't thank him enough. He literally got his 6.4 running for us. It's been blown up for a while. And he had engine parts for it also, and had to throw it together and get it done. So his motor had like 22 miles on it, fully rebuilt 6.4 engine, pistons and all, like everything, fully rebuilt. And he literally had 15 miles in it. He hopped in it and drove 8 hours out here to us where we are, picked me and the truck up, and then we drove 16 hours all the way out to freaking Cedar City, and then we drove another 8 hours back to his place in Boise. So fresh motor, literally doing the same thing we were doing with that truck, just with his tow truck to get us out there. So I really appreciate him an incredible amount, because he's going out of his way to do all this stuff. I honestly don't think we could have done that without him, because all of our tow rigs are broken. So my dad's 6.7's down again. I mean, the Burgundy truck could maybe tow, but that'd be a freaking miserable 16 hours at 2,500 RPMs. So, but yeah, overall it was a super fun weekend. The truck made really good power, 662. One thing that everyone needs to know and remember with the timing, the added timing we did, because a lot of people were scared of how much timing we put in it, blah, blah, blah. with the pistons I have in that truck, they're deliped, fully deliped. So we lose a lot of compression with the delip in the fuel bolt, and we lose a lot of compression with the valve release. The valve release are 50 thou relief as well. So we got a lot of compression loss there. We probably got about a 30 to 40 pounds of compression loss, I think is what we were guesstimating with those pistons in there. So typically for every 1 psi of compression, you lose 1 horsepower or gain 1 horsepower, however way you want to look at it. So technically, obviously we made up for it by adding timing, but technically we should be right around that 680 to 700 horsepower mark with a little bit more compression in it. So we are going to redo that test with a regular stock piston with the same valve train, cam, and heads and all that stuff. And then we're going to put ported heads on it at some point too from Paul at DDPM. So that'll be a lot of fun. But anyways, we had a great weekend. We had lots of fun. It was an absolute push and a grind to get the truck done. We even were finishing some stuff at Trevor's after we towed it out to Idaho the first day to get some stuff finished. So, but we made it. Huge shout out to everyone I talked about. Trevor, my dad, Paul, Larry from SoCal, and then Dog, DeAndre. Those are my main guys that helped me get this done. So it was a ton of work, but it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys like this video. Comment, tell me what you guys think, what you guys want to see more of. Share it, subscribe to YouTube channel. We are going to eventually get our dyno freaking figured out and make sure we're getting consistent numbers. That's part of the reason why we're doing this. So we're going to put the truck on the dyno at PDD. We made 662. We're going to use the same tune file in Arizona when we're racing there and go on Matt's dyno, which is the same dyno we have, see what horsepower we make there. And then once we're done there, we're going to tow the truck back here and run it on my dyno and make sure that we're running accurate numbers. I have a lot of footage and a lot of tests we've ran with my dyno already, and I just didn't like the results. Just the numbers don't seem right, and I don't want to put out misinformation or just stuff that's not accurate. So that's not what I want to do. So we're going to be testing all sorts of different turbos, a whole bunch of different setups. We're going to really maximize the 68mm VGT thing or the 65 turbo time, but most companies have 68s. So we're going to compare all of them. It should be pretty fun to see all of them and how they do. So, and like I said, we've got plenty of compound stuff on the way, big compounds, smaller compounds, big singles, all sorts of stuff. The race truck for the 72 Fast. So we got a lot of high horsepower, cool stuff coming up on top of, building our normal trucks we build and everything else, including like my dad's 7.3 with compounds and everything like that. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that like button. Have a good day.